Dear MAGA supporters, I'm trying to get a better understanding here. So, weren't we fine the way we were 2 months and a week ago? Share prices were really bad. That had us irritated, still struggling. But did we really think prices were going to go down just like that? New administration, prices were cheap during his term years ago, so they should be cheap again, right? No, it doesn't work that way. Did we also really think that he was going to end the war in Ukraine on day one? Did we really think he was going to end? There was a ceasefire before he took office, but did we really think Palestine was going to be safe or Gaza was going to stop getting attacked? It continues. It's still being demolished. And it's funny that people actually voted thinking Trump was a better option for Palestine, to stop the genocide. He posts and shares a video of him taking over Gaza and sipping on pina coladas at the beach with Netanyahu. So politics is so divided right now. You give anybody any leeway to attack on something on both sides, and man, have Republicans, Trump and MAGA, given so much ammo to the Democratic side to attack them on so many things every day since January 20th. The tariffs. What's going on with the tariffs? He's trying to enforce something. He's trying to get countries to budge, and they don't budge, and then he takes them off the next day. Then they're back on, and then he changes it to only a certain product, and then we're fighting with Canada and Mexico. Weren't we doing just fine with our allies, Canada and Mexico, before he took office? Did we really need to have this hostility with the people we do business with that help us out? I don't get the understanding of how we think that everything he does is so golden when it's just creating chaos everywhere. We've seen how chaotic the takeover has been, the DOGE, the firing so many employees and calling it waste and fraud. Where was the fraud? Fraud, you can't just call it fraud because it's something you don't like. If there was fraud, why has no one been arrested or indicted on any fraud charges? It doesn't make sense. So I get it to a certain point why you thought he was a better option. We know the left went a little bit too much supporting and backing up the whole LGBT thing, and I know that's what triggered a lot of people. And it cultivated and swept all those people that are not into politics, that don't really know what's going on, don't really know what they're trying to pass, they don't know what policies they're going to put in place. They did not read or believe in Project 2025. And we've seen it's all been true. Since day one, ending the DEI programs, like if it's some kind of bad thing. Anybody who knows business has learned that diversity has helped businesses in the global market. Diversity has never been something negative. It's never been an issue in the past. But what does diversity include? People from other colors, people from other parts of the world. And we know that this administration is completely wants to be isolated from everyone else. That conservatism really went into an isolationism now. And if you look at the definition to isolationism, that's exactly the road that we're going in. One thing I think a lot of people like me didn't expect, if this administration was going to be really bad or this bad, that people would still find ways to defend it. That's the part that has us flabbergasted, really dumbfounded, you could say, because it's been one thing after another, like so much corruption that why would they need to fire inspection generals that oversee, concentration camps? Really? If I would have told you that, hey, if you vote for Trump, you're voting for concentration camps in Guantanamo Bay and in another country in El Salvador, you probably would have thought, well, the criminals deserve to go there. And yeah, the criminals, maybe some do deserve to go there. But we knew that it wasn't going to be about sending the criminals there. We knew they were going to target whoever they want. And they've been targeting not only immigrants and those working on fixing their immigration status or criminals, anybody who they see fit. If they have kids here, if they've been here for 10 years, it doesn't matter. They want to take away everybody that they can. That's some Nazi, crazy Germany, Hitler stuff right there. There's no excuse to be going after people with no criminal record and even people with temporary protected status. Why are they going after them? And now they're going after protesters. And they're trying to categorize them as they're supporting terrorists when there's no proof of that. They're only supporting Palestine. So now you can't support a country that the president doesn't like, or else you're going to get arrested and deported or locked up. We don't know what they're doing to him. I mean, it's just been an utter debacle from day one. It doesn't matter if you voted Democrat or Republican or how you feel about Trump. If you see him like the cultural hero that he is, or some kind of pop hero some pop culture hero that you want him to be, it's been a disaster. It's been chaotic and it's been a disaster. It's been an embarrassment to the point where you can't be on that side and say you're for free speech. It's just, there's no way to defend that anymore. They're going after people they're going after the press. So they banned the Associated Press from the White House because they didn't want to refer to the Gulf of Mexico as the Gulf of America. So they're setting a precedent there that if you don't speak the language and say the terms that they want you to say, they're going to silence you. How are they silencing you? By not giving you a voice. And that's what they've done, and that's what they continue to do. How are you in favor of that if you're for the United States? If you grew up in this country and you believe in freedom, how are you in favor of that? I think we have to break out of that spell that people are in, where just because it's your side that's doing it, you have to excuse it. Like, you have to excuse it and be okay with it just because you don't want to lose or get owned by the other side. You don't want to lose to the libs. You don't want to get embarrassed by the left. You don't want the, I hate to say I told you so. Admit it. Accept it that in just 2 months and 1 week, this administration has been a chaos, has been a total failure. I can't get over the invoking the Alien Enemies Act that had only been invoked during times of war. And when asked about it, Trump said, well, we are in a war because of all the immigrants. We're not in war. And if you want to say we are in war, weren't you the anti-war president? Weren't you the president to bring peace? There's still war going on in Ukraine. Russia just violated a ceasefire. Russia has been attacking Ukraine still. Israel, and that ceasefire is over. There's demolishing Gaza. We're in a trade war now that we didn't need. We're going to have to face prices. Oh, prices are still high, by the way, in case you haven't checked. Just getting joy from seeing people that came to this country legally. They legally sought asylum, and they had temporary protected status or green cards. They were sent to El Salvador, to the mega prison of that far-right lunatic from El Salvador, and you're praising that. How is that to be praised? That's not the country that none of us grew up in. And just so people understand, the way this country was founded was there's 3 branches of government, and that's purposely done so not one branch could have all the power. There's Congress, there's the executive branch, which is the president, and there's the judicial branch, which is the judges. So the judges get to decide what executive orders the president has the authority to sign that don't violate the Constitution. And he's been violating the Constitution. So how are you in favor of a Constitution, all the We the People crowd that have the tattoos and have the 1776 and all that? How are you in favor of an administration that's going against so many things of the Constitution? And then whenever a judge stops his executive order, he goes on and attacks him. Left-wing lunatic, a Democratic radical lunatic judge. Lying Carolyn girl that they have and giving all the press briefings, lying through her teeth every single day. She was called down. She said, it was appointed by Obama, and it's a Democratic lunatic radical judge. And it's like, actually, he was appointed by Bush, the Republican. He was promoted by Obama, and she didn't have anything to say. They just deflect, and they continue to deflect, and it's just crazy watching it. But the craziest part is not seeing the administration doing what they're doing and being so chaotic and being so repulsive to everybody they interview and they come across with is their henchmen, is that MAGA crowd that's accepting everything that they're doing. You have the farmers already, the farmers of the country that have gone against this administration. And don't even get me started with Elon. Oh my God. Coming on Fox News, how could they, we're a peaceful company, I don't do bad things, I only do productive things. Oh, please, man. He's the one saying Canada's not a country, civil war is inevitable, calling everybody retards. An astronaut tried to clarify what he tried to push as a lie, that Biden left those astronauts stranded, and he said he's completely retarded. You're calling a decorated American astronaut completely retarded. Like, who the hell do you think you are? And then you're doing the Nazi salute, and then you're retweeting something that says Hitler's not the one that murdered all those people. And now that you see all the backlash from your words, from your actions, from your rhetoric, from you destroying our government, oh, now we're just peaceful people, we're not doing anything bad. No, dude, you're getting what you deserve. So just to recap, in 2 months and 1 week, we've already gone after companies that want to help minorities find jobs and give opportunities to minorities, and to sponsor and sell their products, because it's bad that we help out people that have come from a different country. So we've done that. We've have concentration camps in Guantanamo Bay that's known for torturing people. We have restrictions on freedom of speech. We have arresting protesters that are supporting a country that the president doesn't like. We have invoked the Alien Enemies Act to deport anybody that they see fit at will, even people that are not criminals, and some have protected legal status to be here in this country. So much for the argument of like, oh, come in here the right way, do things the right way. These people did things the right way, and they still got deported. Like that mom that found out that her twins came from this country and they got an education, they're working on their immigration status, and they got deported to El Salvador with no criminal record. So what if tomorrow I decide to support Palestine? Not Hamas. I'm not supporting any terrorists, but I'm supporting the right for Palestine and Palestinians to exist. Some guys in hoodies and masks are going to come and kidnap me and send me away. That's not a free country. There's no free country right now. Also, we're beefing it with Canada. We're beefing it with Mexico. We're not getting along with them. We're doing tariffs back and forth on certain things, off and on, tariffs off and on. And we bring in Zelensky from Ukraine to talk about the deal, and we attack him and embarrass him in front of the world, like if that's something good. Zelensky's not the dictator. That's what they should have been doing to Putin. They should have brought over Vladimir and had to sit down with him and treated him that way, not Zelensky. And just for the record, because I know no one does their research, we agreed to help Ukraine when they surrender their nuclear weapons after the USSR got dismantled. We've agreed to have their back, to help them from getting invaded again. And that's what the deal was. That's why, in case you didn't know, that's why we support Ukraine, because they surrender their nuclear weapons. That's part of global, that's how you try to maintain global peace. Trump and his administration wanted Zelensky to pay back everything all the aid that was given to him, which was like about 180 something billion with the B. But yet they asked to be able to mine and extract their goods that was going to equate to over 500 billion. So they pretty much wanted to strong arm him and to make him sign something that was going to let this administration take over all the rich minerals in Ukraine. And you know what's in there? The lithium that helps make the batteries for Tesla. That's why they wanted that so bad. And since Zelensky didn't agree to that, they treated him like crap in front of everybody. And lastly, the part that I'm like, them saying that be careful what you say about Tesla, be careful how you come after Elon Musk. Like, you have to be careful what you say now, because if you say certain things they don't like, they are going to come after you. That's not freedom. That's not freedom of speech whatsoever. Excluding well-credited media outlets and voices from asking questions to the president and in the White House because they know they're not going to give them a pass. Again, that's dictatorship. You can't do that and say we have a free country. But I get it. A lot of this comes down to what you believe in. See, your algorithms are going to say something different. If you're a Trump supporter, your algorithms are going to say something else. You're not going to get what I'm seeing here. And it's not like if I repeat every left thing that I see or every Democratic thing, I'll scroll through and see, okay, that's a bit much. Okay, they're reaching there. That kind of doesn't make sense. I don't share all the stuff that I see from the left, but the stuff that's factual, the stuff that goes against this country and our Constitution, that's the stuff that I share so you can know what's going on. And there's no excuse. What is the excuse to still support this? I don't get it. So if you agree things are bad, we warned you. Like it says here, that's written down. We repeatedly warned you. His vice president, Mike Pence, warned you. His chief of staff warned you. His defense secretary warned you. His joint chief of staff warned you. Historians warned you. Pundits warned you. Former presidents warned you. His sexual assault victim warned you. World economists warned you. Judges, even that he appointed, warned you. He said he was a great president. In his first term, heck, there was no inflation. The high prices weren't high. What did he do for that? He didn't have to do anything because he took over. It was already like that. He never had to combat high prices. He never brought them down. They were already low. That's why he doesn't know what to do with high prices and high grocery prices now. And the problem was that people or MAGA heads believed everything that he said. And I think that's the issue, is that he said the economy was going to be great and you thought it was so because he said it.